Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ramesh Khadka, government officer working in land management, agriculture and cooperative, Karnali province, Nepal. I am Koica scholarship program student 2019 to 21 in major in global agriculture economics from Kangwon National University, Chuncheon, Korea. Today this program give me this opportunity to deliver my knowledge and experience to the relevant users. So I am going to present my research work on topic of value chain analysis of onion seed sector and technical efficiency of producer in Rukum West district of Nepal. This is my research paper on topic of value chain analysis of onion seed and technical efficiency of producers in Rukum West district of Nepal. This topic will cover introduction and overview of onion seed sector, objectives, data and tools, methodology, result and discussion, conclusion and recommendation. This is the introduction and this is the map of Nepal. Or we can see here the Rukum district where I conduct my research paper, and this is the district, and this is the Chaurjari municipality, and this is Musikot municipalities where I conduct my research paper. So what is the value chain analysis? The value chain analysis is a series of processes which focus on a good or service in a particular industry to furnish a valuable product and the delivering maximum value to the end user with the least possible total cost to the enterprise, thus maximizing profit. And in this value chain here, we can see here the primary activities and supportive activities. In the primary activities, there are the major 5 type of activities, and the supportive activities, there are 4 type of activities. And these primary and secondary supportive activities, here the market margin included, and this market margin was distributed throughout the chain actors level. And the improved value chain will help to encourage all chain actors toward the fulfillment of onion seed demand and better to improve rural lifestyle. So next, what is the technical efficiency? The production capacity of farms to gain the optimum level of output from given level of inputs. And measurement of technical efficiency is important issue which gives important information for making relevant decision in the use of scarce resource. New technology may not impact unless factor associated with inefficiency among the farmers. So overview of Nepalese onion sector and why I select the onion sectors. Because onions occupy the second rank vegetable after tomato in the world and the fourth rank in vegetable in terms of volume and value in Nepal. Onion seed is considered as a high value low volume crop and prioritized in agriculture development strategy ADS 2015 for self sufficiency in onion as well as in onion seed. Onion consumption is 15.46 kg per head and 65% of onion is imported from out of country. And annually 80% of total onion seed has been imported through formal way and near about 10% of total seed imported through informal way too. Annually 2.700 million Nepalese rupee trade deficit in onion sector only. Why I select the Rukum district for research purpose? Because Rukum West district is one of the most potential district for onion seed, and it has contributed more than 60% of domestic onion seed production. Despite of huge demand, farmers claim low productivity and marketing problem which discourage them, whereas the trader claim with quality issue of seed. So I conducted my research to find out this issue. This is my general objectives to explore the value chain of onion seed sector and technical efficiency of producer in Rukum West district of Nepal. And these are my specific objective to analyze the value chain and find out the chain actors with their role in onion seed sector, to explore the strength, weakness, opportunity and threats in onion seed sector in different steps of value chain, to analyze the economics of onion subsector in different chain actors, to assess the technical efficiency of onion seed producer and its determinant in the study area. This is data and tools. So how I was collected data. For the study purpose, I used the primary data collected through household survey with pre-tested questionnaire to onion seed producer and onion seed users. The primary data and information was collected from traders, input supplier and enablers through key information interview and FGD. The trader was selected through chain referral sampling techniques, And my research location I already mentioned, Musikot and Chaurjari municipality of Rukum West district. And sample size was 120 seed producer, 34 seed user, 15 local traders, 2 national level seed companies and 7 retailers. And pilot test was done before the survey. And MS Excel and Stata version 14 have used to analyze the data. The methodology, this is my conceptual framework, where we can see the technical efficiency was influenced by policy factor, institutional factor, farm characteristics, socio-economic factor, value chain actors and enablers role, and efficiency factor. And value chain also influenced by these all factor and technical efficiency also. So after this factor influence, my outcome was improved quality seed, increase output, establish fair marketing environment, development of fair margin and trust environment. Marketing efficiency and technical efficiency helps to uplift the total onion seed sector. These are my outcomes. Methodology, descriptive analysis I used to find out the mean, frequency, standard deviation, minimum, maximum and percentage for socio-demographic characters. And value chain, for the value chain analysis, I find out the value chain map through chain referral sampling and data collected through KII. And cost per unit, post harvest loss, net value adding by chain actors, market margin, benefit cost ratio, cost of seed producer by these procedures. And also I find out the marketing performance through producer share, price spread, marketing efficiency and value chain functioning and SWOT analysis. The technical efficiency of onion seed was found out. This is my empirical model selection. The technical efficiency and determinant of inefficiency factor were analyzed through stochastic production frontier model with single stage procedure defined by Batis and Coeli model. And here we can see the yield of onion and the input variables, and here the composite of the VI and UI. That means the VI means systematic component and permit random variation in output due to factors such as weather, omitted variable and other exogenous shocks. And another factor is technical efficiency I used for the random error. And this is the functional form of technical efficiency. Cobb-Douglas production function of stochastic frontier production model I used to find out the technical efficiency. And for inefficiency model I use these 12 variables of inefficiency variables. This is the result. We can see here the highest 78.33% male dominant in this study area, and the ethnic wise here the Brahmin and Kshetri 70.83 highest, and then the religion Hindu is 98.33%. Lowest 1% illiterate farmers found in the study area, and highest 30% secondary level education was found in the farmers in the study area. This is the contribution of household income in different. Here we can see the lowest contribution from trade, which means 0.26%, and highest contribution from remittance, that means 34.92%. And the onion seed sector contributed in household income 17.71%. That means it is potential to encourage these sectors. These are 8 types of value chain, chain actors and chain level found in this study area. This is the value chain map of onion seed sector. I would like to brief discussion here. Here we can see the function and actors and enablers. That means the function, the function research and development function was done in NARC, Nepal Agricultural Research Council, and Subtropical Vegetable Seed Production Center of Rukum, involved in the research and development part. And input supply, that means seed was supplied from, we can see here the black arrow show the seed supply, and yellow arrow show the input supply, other input supply. The seed supply through the Subtropical Vegetable Seed Production Center and NARC, and then the seed input supply to the farmer by District Agriculture Development Office, NGO, agrovet, seed cooperatives, farmer group, and municipality agriculture development section. And the production activities, the only seed producer are involved, and other farmers groups also involved. And assembling was done in the local level, traders level, and there the agrovet of local level, cooperatives of farmer groups, seed collector are involved to assembling. And seed company involved to wholesaling, and national level seed farm also involved to wholesaling. And agrovet, out of district many agrovets are involved to retailing activities. And finally consumer, here we can see the maximum highest volume was supplied through the value chain second. Here we can see the involvement of seed producer to seed collector to seed company, and then supply to agrovet of out of district, and then finally reach to the farmer. This chain value chain second, here the highest 75.18% seed moved through this, and finally 64.98% reach to the seed users finally this way. So here we can we have to find out the some difficulties in this area, and highest market margin also collected by seed collector. Again 645 number of household involved in the seed production with 0.08 hectare of land holding since 13 years to maximum 30 years, and 56% producer received training, market information. 40% farmer get the information after marketing, and 38.3% after harvesting, and 21.67% receive at the time of marketing. No one get before of cultivation. That means here the problem of marketing, and because of 40% of farmer get the market information after marketing. And seed selling, 69.17 to the seed collector, and 18.67% to the cooperatives and farmer group only involved in the 10% to the agrovet, and 1.67 to the seed users. That means direct seed producer to seed users only 1.67% seed moves. That means here the low market margin, and here the low mediator number of mediator is not found, but the lowest volume was moved through this. The local trader are seed collector, agrovet, and cooperatives of farmer groups, and seed collector are 8 agrovet and 1 cooperative farmer group. They sell the seed by, they hold the seed by 75.18%, I already mentioned, and they bought the seed from producer and verbal contract, and contract only related to quantity by not related price. And bargaining start with wholesaler and make bond among local traders for cartel. They pay to the farmer after when they receive payment from wholesaler. It takes up to 3 months, and most of the seed testing was doing by local traders. That means here we can see the farmer received the their payment after up to 3 months of the marketing. Wholesaler, in the wholesaler, here seed company and big seed farm were doing wholesaling of onion seed. They hold 76.7 highest volume, and seed testing, packaging, grading were done by wholesaler. And in the wholesaler they hold the retailer. The retailer means lowest volume of volume consumed within the study area, and highest volume consumed out of study area. That means out of Rukum West district. Here 95.2% total volume seed was moved through retailers, and consumer procures the seed from retailers. Maximum consumer procures the seed from retailers, and only 1.6% procure the seed from direct producers. The climate suitability, good benefit cost ratio, subtropical vegetable seed production center established in this local area, and long experience of farmer, high demand of seed, good vertical coordination among the actors. It is the strength point of the enterprises. And then the lack of technical knowledge and capital. No seed inspector in this study area, unable to adopt mechanization, poor unity of farmers and land fragmentation, poor marketing information, unfair pricing, that are the weakness point of these sectors. Self-employment, cash crop, use leisure time, cooperative as a farmers leader in marketing sectors, government gives priority and national policy included it. That these are the opportunity point of these sectors. And timely input supply, quality input supply, high use of pesticide can cause the human health and land fertility and climate change, price variation within the traders, cartel in market. These are the threat point of these sectors. The production cost. Here we can see the highest production cost involved in land preparation, that means 23.17%, and the total variable cost cover the 83.31% of total of cost, and the per unit seed production cost was the 668.85 per kilogram, which is the 36.3% lower than the mean selling price, and producer has the 1.57% benefit cost ratio. That means the producer are also benefited, and this per unit cost was 36.3% lower than the mean selling price. That means farmer are getting profit but not satisfied. So we can find here there is the some problem. Market margin and net value adding by value chain actors. Here we can see the highest marketing margin getting by collectors, and lowest market margin getting by the aggregates, and then the net value adding, highest net value adding by collectors, and lowest value adding by net value adding by aggregates of local level. Price spread and producer chain and marketing efficiency. Here we can see the number of middlemen is 0 in the value chain first, and price spread is lowest in the value chain first. That means we can see here the lowest price spread means the no middleman involved in this chain actors level, and here we can producer share is also highest. That means here we can get benefited from this value chain, and highest in the value chain second. Here the seed collectors are involved, so and many other chain actors, middlemen are involved. So here the price spread is highest, and then producer share was low, and marketing efficiency also highest getting from this value chain first 3.34, and lowest from this value chain second. That means the value chain in the value chain second, here the large number of middlemen involved, so we have to eliminate the middleman here. This is the technical efficiency find out by stochastic frontier production model. I use the Cooperative production function. We can see here the all variable except foundation seed are positively influence the production of onion seed. Only foundation seed is negatively influenced, and return to scale is 1.29%. So that means farmer are getting benefited from these sectors, and mean technical efficiency was found this 89%, 89.7%, and sample size was 120. This is the technical efficiency. The mean less efficient means below than 0.78 means 78.3% below technical efficiency. This number of farmer are 18.3%, and highest number of farmer 81.7% farmer has the 78.3 higher than 78.3% technical efficiency, and minimum technical efficiency was 53.5%, and highest technical efficiency 99.9%, and mean technical efficiency was 89.7%. We can see here this table show the actual yield and potential yield. with respect of technical efficiency. Here, the less efficient farmer and moderately efficient farmer has the difference between actual and potential yield. Here, the less efficient farmer has the highest difference between actual and potential yield. That means 194.23 kg yield difference between actual and potential yield in less efficient farmer, and moderately efficient farmer has the lowest, only 33.06 kg yield difference between actual and potential yield. So, the we have to encourage the increase the efficiency of farmer. Overall 62.39%. This is the maximum likely estimate of technical inefficiency determined. Age, plot distance from home, and training and economic activity of family members. Here we can see the age and training negatively influence the inefficiency determined. That means positively influence the technical efficiency of farmer. So, we have to positive, that means positively influence the technical efficiency of farmer, and plot distance and economic activity of family member, which encourage the which influence the negative positively influence the inefficiency factor. That means negatively influence the technical efficiency factors. And conclusion and recommendation. An actively involved chain actor were input supplier, seed producer, trader, seed user. However, they did not have good coordination. So, ADO and local municipalities should facilitate for horizontal and vertical coordination between all involved chain actors. And among the chain actors, highest value adding by seed collectors and hold 75.18% of total seed, but getting highest marketing margin among the middlemen. 8 type of value chain were prevalent, and value chain third is value chain 8 is more efficient among the value chain, but value chain first has good performance among them because of low price spread, highest producer share, and good marketing efficiency. From value chain first, seed user will get the seed at cheaper price as compared to other chain actor levels. We can see here in the value chain 8, the producer, collector, agrovet out of Rukum West district and seed user only involved, and in the value chain first, producer and seed user within the study area involved. We can predict the technical mean predicted technical efficiency suggested that the majority of producer 81% were producing 10.3% below of their potential capacity. In addition, age and training are the major determinant of technical efficiency. So, local municipality and district agriculture development office should focus on training on younger farmer to increase the technical efficiency. Government should focus on clear marketing strategy, and all concerned organizations should work together for marketing information, pricing policy, and eliminate the unnecessary middlemen from the marketing channel. All concerned organizations like policy maker, researcher, extension worker, and private sector should focus to provide technical knowledge on onion seed production and need-based training on onion seed production. Practice of logging and frequent visit of extension worker to the seed producer might help to increase the quality of seed. This study is relevant to achieve the goal of the Department of Agriculture in preparation of suitable policy and program on onion seed sectors. Also relevant to onion mission program to achieve the goal and prepare the focus program. The study also relevant to seed farmer, traders, and academic researchers too familiar with the onion seed sector to the study area conduct further research activities. It was limited especially as well as the temporarily to make the study more representative in terms of wider range of area and time horizon, so might not be representative of whole country. The study used the primary data through survey and verbal response of respondent is the major foundation of the study, so there could be the chance of verbal response error. It has the time to find out overall efficiency, mean allocative efficiency, and stochastic cost frontier analysis by more advanced research. Thank you. And I want to add here my another experience, additional experience of Korea. I have pursued my master degree program in Kangwon National University with the help of Koica scholarship program. This program gave me the many opportunity to explore my knowledge, experience, and getting the foreign experience of education and the foreign policy experience and another experience. And I get the opportunity of familiar professors. They give me many opportunity to study and different idea of research. And I get there the opportunity to visit many economic area of South Korea. And I get the opportunity to study the agriculture policy of South Korea, which influenced me to divert our agriculture policy in my country. And now I am encouraged to work efficiently in my office, because before of this program I work fluently in my office, but after this program I get my knowledge and advance my knowledge. So now I am easily work and I get my different opportunity to work efficiently and deliver the good service in my office. Thank you.
Namaste. This is Chiranjibi Adhikari, working as a national project manager for this value chain development of fruits and vegetables in Nepal. Personally, if I have to say that I have a working experience in agriculture sector in Nepal is for last 37 years, and I have been working for agriculture development, research and development part starting from 1982. And now it is continue, and currently I am the national project manager of this value chain development project. Welcome you all. Now I am going to present briefly about the value chain development of fruits and vegetable project in Nepal. It's a joint initiative. That means this project is joint initiative of Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development, Koica and UNDP. This project initially was designed for 5 years, was assuming to start January 2018, but because of something say delay in paperwork, this project was signed in June 2018, and at this point the total duration of this project is 4.5 years, almost about 4.5 years, and now we are almost in the mid of the project. That means mid of the time duration. So now I will go to the part of this one. So geographically this project cover in 2 provinces, that is Gandaki and Bagmati province. And since this project is more working on value chain approach, this project basically implement in following the major road corridors of this province, that means Gandaki and Bagmati province, and then part of east-west highway. So the geographical coverage of this project is BP highway. We say majorly the BP highway is from Banepa to Bardivas road, that we call is BP highway. The another say the geographical area is say for Prithvi highway, which is extended up to Syangja, from Dhading to Syangja, and part of the east-west highway, that is from say Makwanpur to the eastern part of Nawalpur. So all this, and this project basically, though we are talking about the fruits and vegetables, this project is all working only for these 10 vegetables like tomato, cucumber, cabbage, kauli, onion, and say so on, and then 5 major fruits, that is they are banana, papaya, watermelon and citrus. Basically we say citrus, we cover 3 major crops, that is say Junar, we say the sweet orange, mandarin and lime. So this is all about the geographical coverage and the crop coverage of this project. So the project, say the synopsis of this project, briefly we say about this project is, this project is implemented by Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development. That is in the driving seat, the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock is there. for overall implementation. And for the local level, this project is doing partnership with local governments. So in that context is this project is working with 37 local governments, that means municipality and rural municipalities. This project is also working with the Nepal Agriculture Research Council, basically for doing research on post-harvest management, which we call is also the component 2, which is major component of this project. And also the cooperative and market centers that is situated in say in the palikas and all. We also are working with the academia, that means the educational institutes like Tribhuvan University. Under that we are working with Institute of Agriculture and Animal Science, Agriculture and Forestry University, and the HICAST, Himalayan College of Agriculture, Science and Technology. Basically we did partnership with them for doing supporting the research grant to graduate student, and also for mobilizing the interns. And we also say the work to some extent with the private sector, we say is the agro-vets and so on. And the financial support for this project is Korea International Cooperation Agency, which the major funding is it's about $5 million. And then from the UNDP there is 0.5 million. So the total cost of this project is $5.5 million. And we are working directly with benefiting the 10,000 smallholder farmers. They are growing fruits and vegetables, and we also assuming the benefit for 25,000 farmers indirectly. So the project goal and objectives, if we talk about, is, as I already indicated, that this project is working on to increase the income of smallholder farmers, that they grow fruits and vegetables in Bagmati and Gandaki province. So I already indicated that we are working in 2 provinces, that is Bagmati and Gandaki. If we say in the project document, that is 3 and 4, but now it's Gandaki, Bagmati and Gandaki. And though we are working in these 2 provinces, our major focus is in the palikas or local government, those who are connected with the roadhead, because this project is working for the value chain approach and then fresh vegetable and fruits. So sometimes the question is raised, why you are working in the road access area? So the reason why we are working is because we are working with the fresh product like fruits and vegetables, and then bringing them into market is a challenging from the remote area. That's why we followed this say the road aid. And this project is assuming there will be 3 results will be achieved by the end of this project. So the outcome 1 is improve production and productivity of those targeted fruits and vegetables, because we are talking about 10 fruits and 10 vegetables and 5 fruits. So improve production and productivity of those crops that we are targeting in this one. The second component is outcome 2, reduce post-harvest loss of fruits and vegetables. That means we also again in this same case is working with those fruits and vegetables which we targeted in our project in the beginning, and better market linkage at local level. So in this context is this project is working with cooperatives and market center at local level, so that the smallholder farmers can have better market access of their product, especially fruits and vegetables. So these major 3 components, that means we say component or outcome we are working with. So I just briefly elaborated the activities level, what activities we did in this each and individual outcome. So for outcome 1, improve production and productivity, our major activity is to identify pocket area, project beneficiaries and implementing partners. That we did in the beginning of the project. So we completed baseline study. We have now in all the baseline study report with hand. That baseline study also identified the pocket area. So we are working with 185 pocket area which baseline identified. That means project already have identified pocket area. Though we are talking about this pocket area is not all the pocket area we grow all the vegetable. We identified what are the basic pocket area for each and individual crops, that we identified with discussion with the local government, so that this pocket area in the long run will be also the pocket area for the local governments as well, so that even after this project they will continue doing in the same area. So in that way we identified this. And another important thing is our project is assuming that this project, by the end of this project, there will be an increase of gross margin of each and every crops that this project has worked. So we also did a 2 gross margin analysis, and this is also continuous process we do this year and also in the last year of the project, so that we can see the change, how the gross margin changed because of the intervention of the project. So this is what we are doing. And also another activities is improve access to production technology. That is basically this project when was designed is we discussed a lot, and government was also accepting that the public sector of the government public sector extension services is only reach up to 25% of the total population of agricultural population. So what we are assuming that we are trying to, this project is trying to improve the technology access to the farmers, so that we are providing training to production technology and practices and extension personnel. That means those personnel who are working in palikas, that means junior technicians, agriculture officers, we are providing them to production technology training and improving their capacity, because farmers are also part of the cooperatives and they are also beneficiaries. We also develop print materials. So far we develop more than say the 12 different print materials that directly beneficial with the farmers. So that is like training materials, training manuals, and so also technology information and dissemination through FM radio. We already did agreement with 3 FM radio in different locations, and we are providing agriculture extension services to farmers through those FM radio. We also established Kisan call center, so that farmers directly call to the center, and then technician will answer their problem. So this is another important thing that we initialized during, especially this is more beneficial for this COVID context, because farmers are easily called to the technician from their telephone, that is say the toll free call, say the telephone number, and farmers can answer. We also prepare sectorial and then strategic plan to support to develop Palika, and also we support Palika to review and program planning of this basically based on their learning. So this is what the activities that we are going. Again, at the next year when we are working in this one, the COVID was one the impacted us. So we included one more additional outcome, the output on this one is come back to impact COVID through agriculture production and marketing support. That is new in our project document we initiated last year. And then in this case is we supported Palika and cooperatives to make a transportation of this the product, because at the beginning of this the lockdown last year, a large quantity of fruits and vegetables dump out, farmers they could not sell and so on. So we supported immediately, we provided support to Palika and cooperatives to transport their product to the outlet market, and this was very effective to collect from the farmers to bring it into the market. And also now we are working with youth and foreign returnee support for COVID, those return from the the abroad because of the COVID impact. So we are providing them to technical support. We are making their the business plan for their one, and then we also are supporting some sort of the physical facility and small amount of the financial resource as well, because this project itself is not a big project, but whatever the resource we have had, we are providing them to material support and financial support to run their business plan. Another one is outcome 2, basically the component 2 is reduce post-harvest loss in fruits and vegetables. So this component is led by Nepal Agriculture Research Council, NARC we say, and basically this is more on research part. So we supported the strengthening the physical facility of NARC laboratory. So now we have a very good laboratory in NARC, Nepal Agriculture Research Council. We provided physical facility support. We trained their the scientists to do some sort of post-harvest loss research and analysis. We also provide the technical input to develop the research proposal and then make them the research finalized, and organize training and exposure visit to research scientists as well, so that their capacity will enhance to do research and then develop the technology. And another one is the develop post-harvest technology by NARC. So currently 9 research proposals are on the way. They are doing research, and 3 or 4 technology now are in pipeline. So maybe by next month, even within this month, we'll have a meeting with interaction meeting with Koica, and then planning to share what technology NARC is developing and how that will be disseminated to the farmers. So that is one very important thing that one of this. So we are doing the conduct research on farm and on station research and testing and verification, and analyzing the financial benefit, because sometimes we develop technology and release technology, but farmers, they will not use that one. So we are also doing a sort of study to identify the financial benefit. If farmers use that technology, what financial benefit they will be received. So in that way, we are also doing financial and say the analyze financial incentive, and also transfer post-harvest technology to the farmers, because though we have a number of technology that NARC has developed, and even in the we also review and say documented the technology from abroad where we can transport it, but the thing is the challenge is to how to transfer that to the farmers in their life. So now we are doing that. One is providing the training to extension personnel of Palika, so that they can transfer it to the farmers. And in addition, we also say providing the training and technology transfer to cooperative as well, so that they will transfer that to their members and shareholders members. So similarly, the third outcome of this project is to improve the market linkages. That means better market linkages at local level. So we are working with the cooperatives and market center for improved functional collection centers of cooperatives, so that the collection center can collect the product of farmers and then sell to the outlet market. We are also providing physical facility support to collection centers, and also providing the cooperative management training and marketing training to cooperative operators, and also conduct the exposure visit to cooperative members, so that they can see the good operating cooperatives across the country, and they will bring their knowledge into their cooperative. So in this way, we are also organizing the exposure visit. And we also promote market information system, especially we are strengthening the market system, supporting ICT, developing some mobile applications for market information system, provide some sort of other equipments, and also holding, keeping the price display board in the cooperative, so that farmers can come and see what is the market price for today's. So this way we are also supporting to farmers for better market options. This is just a diagram. I'll just briefly go is how the project is working with. This project, basically I indicated that this is led by the Ministry of Agriculture. So this is the operational, the overall structure is, there is a project executive board chaired by the project director, who is the joint secretary of Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development. And we have to say the suppliers, senior suppliers, that means Koica and UNDP, they are supporting, and they will be the executive, the member of this executive board, chaired by the executive, Ministry of Agriculture, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, and the beneficiaries is the Nepal Agriculture Research Council, NARC, Department of Agriculture, and local government. And then we have, the national project manager and small technical teams into the project management unit, which is supported by the UNDP, and also from the technical specialist from UNDP. So this is what the operational modality is. So the implementation modality again is, I briefly explain, is we have a letter of agreement. That means I already talked that we are working with 37 Palika, but how we are working is we did a letter of agreement, or we have we did an agreement with all these 37 Palika for whole project year, and then every year we discuss with them, we finalize the annual program based on our resource available and the demands they need is. Basically this is more on demand driven, not for the we are pushing this program, rather Palika is demand based. We also have a letter of agreement with Nepal Agriculture Research Council for doing research, strengthening laboratory, and so on. And also the academia, that is I already indicated that we did an agreement with Tribhuvan University, IAAS, AFU, and HICAS, where we mobilize the research We were supporting research, thesis research, especially the student academic research, and also we mobilize interns in our different palika for supporting palika and also. And then the value chain grant is also another one things that we directly call to cooperative to submit their proposal, and based on their proposal we evaluate them technically, financially, and finally we grant this one as well. So this is the budgetary part of say the outcome. As I already indicated that we have 3 outcome, and outcome wise we have this budget. The total say the budget of this project is $5.5 million, of which $5 million is from Koica. And then just this is what the say the percentage. If we see, we have a 16% of our total budget is in production and production support, 24% is for developing technology and post-harvest management, and 31% is for marketing. And we also have a small amount of budget allocated for communication, monitoring, and then overall management cost is 17%. So in this way we are managing this project, this budgetary part in this way. So now I will briefly go about what we did so far and what is our learning and achievement. So basically, as I already indicated, that we have 3 outcomes, and in outcome 1 we already completed the baseline and identified 185 pockets in 37 palikas. So we have now is all the palikas we identified for each and every crops, and then we are working in this one. We have had completed all the letter of agreement with all the 37 say the local governments, that means palikas we are working with, and then we are doing work and perform our regular activities with all these 37 palika. We also completed a gross margin analysis of selected crop of our project for 2 times, that is in first year and second year. Unfortunately, in 2020 we could not do it because of COVID and all, but this year we also initiate this process and will continue it. Also, the another activities in our project document is improve access to production technology. I already indicated, which we are regularly providing the technical support and guidance to say all the agriculture extension service providers, that means the extension worker in all 37 palika cooperatives, and then we are supporting them to develop their annual plan, making their implementation plan, and so we also supporting them, because the problem the local government have as is they are thinking that this is a VCDP project, this is this project, and they do on isolation. What our support is, we supported them to make a consolidated plan of agriculture, so that VCDP would be one of the component among that. So in this way we also supported them to make a consolidated agriculture plan, and then we also supported making, because most of the palika they do not have their strategic plan or long-term plan for agriculture. So though we do not have a lot of resources to do support that type of things, but we are piloting in 4 or 5 palika to making their 5 years or 10 years agriculture plan, so that they will be guided accordingly. So in this way we also piloting, making supporting, make them to say the long-term strategic plan of 5 palika, of which 3 is already completed and 2 are in progress. And also, because of the fertilization practices and things, so many of the palika they do not have their norms, guidelines, and say implementation guidelines and rules and regulation for any of the things. So we also are supporting to develop some sort of norms, guidelines for implementing each and every activities of this palika. So in this way we are supporting to palika. So again, to improve access to production technology, how we are working with is we are periodically review the plan and program of palika based on their demand, and then also provide the technical training. So far we provided 7 technical training to agriculture extension service provider in palika. Basically that training is on production, that training is on plant protection, that training is on post harvest management, because these are our major area that we have to work with. So far we have completed 7 trainings, and more than 200 technicians we train already in palika. We established with partnership with FM radio in road corridor. so that they are providing the technical services and things. So now how we did a partnership is, say for example, the FM radio will say broadcast 4 episodes in a week, so that we will pay for 2 and they will do from them. So we did in partnership with them, so that they are also providing those type of, say, the technology information to the farmers. And this is very, very, say, the effective during the, especially in this COVID impact situations. And also established 2 Kisan call center, I already indicated, and we coordinate with the Nepal Telecom and get the toll-free number, so that the farmers directly can call to those, say, the Kisan call center, where the technician will be there, and then they can provide the technical service to one. So this is what the things is that we are supporting. And then say provide training to 40 agrobets, because to handling the inputs, pesticides and so on is things is very important. And also we make a number of say the printed materials for information. And I already indicated that we also included one combat impact of COVID-19 through agriculture production and marketing support. So we are now working with 70, say, the returning migrants. We prepared their business plan for all round the year agriculture production, and we are also providing the technical, say, the training to them, how to grow the vegetables in tunnel, how to grow vegetables all around. There's those type of training. And we also provide some sort of safety materials for cooperatives and, say, the collection center operators, because they were also on threat while during the COVID was in the beginning. And even in these days we are partly supporting on this one. So this is another one is the important thing is reduce post-harvest loss. This is outcome 2, component 2. So we have a letter of agreement with Nepal Agriculture Research Council, and now we have a very good, say, strengthened laboratory where the number of research are going on. And then at this point I can say at least 4 technologies are in pipeline that we are publishing, that we are printing in very simple language for farmers to transport that technology to farmers. So this publication will come very soon, and then we likely to have a meeting with Koica by end of the April or sometime early May, how this technology be transferred. So this is one things. And then currently 9 research are going on, and then the researchers are doing different type of research, and we did a review and refine meeting as well, and then say if there is something needed to, say, review, revise and that one, but they are very much in line, and then the technology are in line. So we also have a MOU with academia, and then we mobilize 22 interns in different palika, so that they are supporting to strengthen the capacity of palika. They are strengthening to enhance the capacity of returning migrants and so on. We also supported MS students for doing research. So far the 5 students, they completed their research and developed their thesis, and 5 are now running, and then we are doing for that one. We also say extension materials and then technology transfer material for post-harvest management. And then some of them they are already we printed, and then the number of papers, number of materials are pipeline, which will be published soon. And then we also have a say the good scientific research paper also published in journal as well. We also have say the tested and verified a cold room, say low cost cold room, demonstrated upon NARC is this tested, verified and demonstrated, and now we are piloting, demonstrating in different palika, different cooperatives and all these things. So this is also becoming effective to hold say the fruits and vegetable for short time. So this is one and other things. And then some sort of post-harvest technology, say for example, is the small tools that cut and hold, because when the farmers they will say harvest mandarin or sweet orange, they just shake the tree and then everything will be fall down. So project also say demonstrate the small tools and say the technology for post-harvest management, especially for harvesting say the mandarin and sweet orange. And we demonstrate project demonstrate the cut and hold type of secateur that farmers also appreciated for that one, since once they harvested it, the shake of tree and then everything will fall down and the pulp will be damaged. So this is also we demonstrate, and then we also have a plan with getting the feedback from farmers, and then maybe collaborate, coordinate with the Palika, and then go for wider dissemination. So the next outcome that we will say is component 3, the better market linkage at local level. In this part, we are basically working with cooperatives and market centers. So far, we identified 27 cooperatives and 12 market centers. This market center, what I mean have to explain is, we also coordinate with the Palika, and Palika have their own local market centers they would like to develop. So we supported them to develop their local market, to develop the guideline, operational guideline of these, and also improve the physical facility of that one. And then also all these, most of these, say the cooperatives, operative collection center and marketing are running now. And we supported to improve the physical facility, basically provided some sort of improvement of say collection centers, making some shade, some other say physical facility for running minimum, running for say the market, like some crates, some weighing machines, those type of facility we supported. We also say construct, build the 33 collection center, of which 21 is for cooperative and market for cooperative management committee. We also supported 11 cold rooms that I already indicated, that is small cold rooms that was tested, verified by Nepal Agriculture Research Council NARC, and we established this with the market center and cooperatives, which they are running for storing short-term storage of these fruits and vegetables. Once they could not sell in the same day, or there is some sort of road blockage or for some times, and then they can store for short time and then they can. We also provide the transportation vehicle for say the vegetable, because during the lockdown there was a big crisis of say transportation of all those things. So during this lockdown, we supported the vehicle for transporting, collecting and transporting of this vegetable, that were very useful. And then say all these 5 cooperatives and collection centers, they are running this vehicle for collecting fruits and vegetables from farmers and then bringing it to the extension market. We also provide the cooperative management training and also exposure visit. We also provide the market information system, like one mobile application, they can see the market information system, one web application that is linked with the say the market center at Department of Agriculture. And we also put 12 digital display board in cooperative, so that the farmers can see the price, market price of that say the particular days and all these things. We also are ICT support, that means we provide the laptops, computers and all those things for including the data and all those things. So these are what. So the major lesson learned, what we learned from this say during this time is say doing partnership with Palika, that will sometime is very effective for, and then very they highly appreciated for in the context of fertilization. In say otherwise is most of the project they just go, they develop their own structure and then work with them, and then once they go, the sustainability is a great issue. So but what we did is we partnership with the local government, so that they own their all these activities, and then they appreciated our say the technical backstopping and all those things that things is. Also, I already indicated that we supported to prepare the guidelines, norms and practices for Palika. So they highly appreciated that one, because in this federal context they didn't have any some sort of guidelines, norms, or even in the beginning of the project, when we see the proposal from Palika, in the same training, some Palika they put a budget of 100,000, some of Palika the same training they've just put 25,000, because they didn't have norms and standard for this one. So we supported making those type of norms, standard and all those things. That is highly appreciated from Palika, and also that improved the governance of the Palika as well, because they have now the uniform standard say the process practices and one. So also what we learned is for though definitely NARC scientists are very much competitive for doing research and all those things, but sometimes they need some sort of technical backstopping to make say the training materials or extension materials farmers friendly. Otherwise, their publication will be very technically high sound and all those things, but how to translate that into farmers field is really sometimes difficult. So we also are providing those type of technical support and coaching, so that we are getting better publication, especially for the extension materials. Sometimes the introduction of post-harvest, new post-harvest technology is challenging because of our small volume, small size of volume and market size. Say for example, if we go for support to big, say the machinery for grading, then maybe that grading machine will work for a week, and then whole of the year will be no work, because where production size is small and market size is small. So sometimes that is challenging also to introduce some sort of technology and introduction things is. And the cooperative are engaged in say the marketing, but sometimes challenging is their production plan is not matching with the marketing plan. So that is one what challenging, and now we are changing our strategy to bring together the production plan and then marketing plan together, so that their all round the year marketing will be viable for this one. This is one what our learning is. So, and then small intervention sometime, like just like say the display board or something like will be a great achievement for farmers getting a fair price. Because if there is a display board for price display board in front of cooperatives, farmers do not have to go to bargain for their price and so on. They just already know the price, and then they just show that. That type of intervention sometime will be very good for getting farmers price. And especially this returning migrants, so engaging them into agriculture, especially with the business plan, seems very encouraging, and we are also encouraging to do extend those type of things. And also say the farmers, especially those semi-commercial farmers, they do not know how much the production cost is, so that sometimes they are very difficult to say fix their price for their product as well. If they sell the tomato last year 40 rupees per kg and today is 20 rupees, they start thinking about to be loss on that one. They don't know how much the actual cost for production they do not have, and in this case we also are in the process of initiating work on this line. So challenges is especially the human resource capacity, especially for Palika level, is limited, especially for making in the policy framework, making policy type of things, making strategical plan and so on. Similarly, the limited competency of available human resource in local level, especially Palika level, in terms of say the technical capacity, in terms of overall planning, and say the policy level things of capacity. Similarly, the producer organizers, like even cooperatives, they also are limited, say the capacity for making the production plan, linking that production plan into marketing and so on. Those type of things are challenging, where we are now working on that one. And especially the Palika, when we are in the process of coordinating with Palika, their major demand is on infrastructure. They are always asking about the physical facility, infrastructure and so on. This is what we are facing in the challenge part. And say the issue is most of the Palika, especially you see, they do not have a long-term strategic plan for agriculture, and then they just make an annual plan and program, but they don't know if that will be continue for next year or not, or if that will be really demand from the farmers. So they do not have a long-term plan. Well, we are now here, in the next 5 years we will be there in agriculture. So those type of having no plan. So sometimes the ad hoc planning basis is sometimes making an issue on that one. Also, say the Palika, because of this say the breaking linkage with the federal government and the local government, they do not have a channel for linking the information system, so that they do not have say the production and marketing information system and good database management system in Palika, so that sometimes it is also challenging how much the production is, how much that will be go to the market. So those type of say the challenging is there. Similarly, so the cooperative and Palika sometimes they consider as a competitors, not as a say complement each other. in that context is sometimes we are also facing, because in some cases is cooperative sometimes is highly influenced by the political peoples, and they consider the Palika and they are competitors. So we are very hard time to bring them together and then making a joint plan. And especially if you see the persistence of COVID-19, we all know that we are also facing difficult problem to go for the widespread and then making all those things. So this is all I think. You can go for the next. So thank you very much for all these my listening presentations and then things. Thank you very much.